Hey guys, welcome back to Skylines 2, Zones and Signature Buildings, Feature Highlights, Episode 4. I'm guessing signature buildings are unique buildings, and I also heard we're getting mixed zoning. That's what I read fast. I didn't actually read anything, just saw some
Every
titles on YouTube.
decision you
Let's see.
make weaves a thread into the fabric of your city. But don't for a second imagine a smooth, seamless surface. Cities don't work like that. Instead, it's an urban patchwork marked by the realities of life and living. You'll create and stitch it together.
Is this
with
pollution or is that
zoning.
just shadows? I think
Zoning
it's just
lets you
shadows.
decide where people live and work.
Yeah.
You create these residential, commercial, and industrial
Purple is
zones
office, right?
with zoning tools. They work in a couple of different ways. Click and drag over cells on the map to zone large rectangular
Nice.
areas.
Look at that.
Zone all adjacent cells with one
It looks so
click.
much more clear
Or get
too, huh?
granular, zoning a neighborhood cell by cell.
Yeah, if you want.
When you establish
You
a
got 6
city,
choices too,
you
which is
choose a
crazy.
map. The map's theme dictates if your city's buildings will have a North American or European architectural
Okay.
style.
Okay, yeah.
You can now use zoning
Like
tools
before.
to mix it up.
Yeah.
Fun. Sprinkle a little North American flair into your European city.
Oh,
or
I
vice
see.
versa. Okay, you know how zoning tools work.
Kind of like
But
what they did with
can
the
you
European
zone?
neighborhood.
Well, let's start with residential zones. The places and spaces where citizens relax with friends, raise families, and rest their heads.
It looks a
after
bit
night.
too clean, I
There are
gotta
now
say.
6 residential
But I
zone
freaking
types.
love it. Again, it's like
2 will
zooming
be
in.
familiar. Low density housing, detached houses for single families, and
Finland,
high density
Finland.
housing. Tall towers packed with residents. New zoning types include medium density row
Wall-to-wall?
housing and medium density apartment buildings. There's low rent housing now too. Huge apartment buildings with tiny apartments.
Again, a bit low on the
Finally, there's
details,
mixed
but you're not
housing.
gonna go this zoomed in
Here,
on the game no
residents
matter
live
what,
in
anyways.
apartments above ground floor shops.
This is better.
Mixed housing adds next level realism because homes and shops rub elbows like most
True.
real world city
True,
centers.
true. Yeah.
Ready to talk business?
Yeah.
You'll create dedicated commercial zones where companies sell the locally produced and imported goods people need and want.
Yeah.
Your commercial zones are also where citizens and tourists eat out, catch the latest blockbuster, and dance until dawn.
Nice.
You'll establish industrial
Yeah,
zones
industries,
with
yeah.
factories, workshops, and warehouses.
Are those mines?
Where businesses can store goods ready for distribution or export. You'll also develop office zones.
Mhm.
Here you'll find small, low-density buildings with only a few businesses in operation. You'll
Oh.
also get the glittering, high-density towers that define your city's silhouette.
Man,
in
you
the
have so many
sky.
choices, gonna look so good. The
Growing your
cities
city
you
and
can
zoning
build.
go hand in hand.
And look at that.
Here's an example. You zone residential areas that boost the population.
Yeah.
And with it, the demand for jobs. You
Classic American
respond
neighborhood,
by
you know?
creating an
All the
industrial
houses are the
zone
same.
with factories where people get to work.
Farms, yeah.
Now, these factories produce goods, but they won't stay in business long without somewhere to sell them.
Yep.
You solve that problem
Commercial.
by expanding commercial zones. You see? Each zone helps create the momentum you need to realize the city of your dreams. And it wouldn't be the city of your dreams without signature buildings.
Yeah, unique buildings?
These are unique residential, commercial, industrial, and office buildings that you unlock as your city expands.
Nice.
They're
Cool.
free to build, and you can plop them anywhere. Plop. It's City Skylines lingo. Go on, say it.
Plop.
Plop. What's so special about
Nice.
signature buildings? Well, they function like any zoned building. A home for people, a warehouse for industry,
so
an
cool,
office
man.
for workers. But they can elevate the neighborhood in unique ways.
Wow, I
Signature
like
buildings
it.
Can also bring citywide
It's more than unique
benefits.
buildings.
Zone and place your signature buildings carefully so each city district flourishes and plays its part in the success of the whole city.
Even the
Life's
helicopter looks
rich
good.
tapestry has never been richer than in City Skylines 2.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me a bit of like SimCity. Remember, like in SimCity, you could unlock buildings whenever you reach a certain amount of like people, or was it quests? I don't remember exactly what it was. And you unlock these buildings that you would place in your city, right? That I think like the first one was the church, if I'm not mistaken. Was it in 4? Was it in 4, the church? I think so, or 3. I don't remember. I remember the first one being the church, and you'd place that in your neighborhood, and you're like, everybody would be like extremely happy about it. And you get like the mayor house and shit like that, right? They did the same thing in City Skylines, but what I didn't like about City Skylines, the first one, the unique buildings, most of them, they had a lot of like noise pollution around them. So I couldn't personally, I wasn't feeling okay just placing like a freaking a giant ass building next to my residential zone just because it would create noise pollution then people would complain about. Of course, you had happiness and all that stuff. It was good, but I feel like it didn't really like fit in most of the time either, you know? So I'm enjoying that they're actually building these signature buildings on top of unique buildings. I have no idea. These signature buildings to actually fit these neighborhoods that you're working towards, you know. So for example, I don't know, there was like a hotel or something. It actually makes sense like in a commercial zone, for example, right? So very cool to see, man. Very, very cool to see. I'm excited. This looks great. Thank you for watching. Peace.